Nick Hawkins, outside the London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV. Been here a couple of games now, and it's getting bad. You should go. I don't want you to come anymore.
No, to be fair, I think it's been coming, like Dom said. There's no shape about the team. There's no passion about the team. And in the first half, it deserved it.
No idea, is it?
There's no idea. There's no shape. And to be fair, there was 11 men out on that pitch that didn't even look like they knew who they were. And I think 3-0 at half-time probably flattered us because they were terrible. They were terrible out there. It could have been 4, 5, 6, like Dom said, like many others have said. And to be fair, I think when we came back into it with the subs that were made, it shows that the tactics were completely wrong in that first half.
Do you think that teams are now looking to come here and saying, like, we can have these? These are easy pickings.
I don't like to think that, but I think the way that we've played against Everton, the way that we played against Crystal Palace, and the way that we've played against Sheffield United last week, we're there for the taking now, which they shouldn't be like that. With the amount of money that we've spent on players, like the centre forward, Haller, like defenders, and I know people slating the goalie, but I thought he had quite a good game, to be fair. Particularly in that second half, he made 3 or 4 world-class saves from crosses to actually keep us in it, so I didn't get an embarrassing scoreline.
What do we do to change it?
Personally, it's going to be a difficult one because, of course, you've got players out injured, you've got Pellegrini being quite stubborn. I think the best way to describe it, I think he's a one-trick pony. And personally, I think something really does need to change. Like I said on the video last week when we were chatting about the formation, the players, the tactics, something needs to change drastically because in that first half, they look like the side that were chasing for a top 6, not West Ham.
I don't think we are anymore, to be honest.
Not anymore, but I think 3-4 weeks ago when we said about the Man United game, yeah, it was still on the cards, it was still on the paper, we were playing the great football. But after those 3, 4, 5 games that we've, as you said in the last interview, was it 2 points out of 5 games or something? They've gone from like chasing for a top 4, top 6 spot, now worrying about are they going to get in the relegation in the next 6 weeks, and you don't want that. Like, Pellegrini is a good manager, and I know people are going to slate him, Pellegrini in, Pellegrini out. I'm not getting on that bandwagon. At the end of the day, we're only 10, 12 games into the season, and I feel like give the guy more time. Yeah, there's a lot of players in that side that need to learn his tactics, learn the way that he plays, because he's played in many as different leagues as he's played in Italy, and was it China? Once somebody said he's been out there as well. All the football's different. Even at Man City, it took his time to put his stamp on that team. Yeah, like if you can't just walk into a football club. Like Emery at Arsenal was having trouble with that in a minute. Klopp, when he first came to Liverpool in 2015, he didn't win anything straight away, and people were thinking, oh, have they got the right man for him? But look what he's doing for Liverpool now. I think we need to give the guy time, work out what his structure is for the club, the way that he wants to do it for the future, but most importantly, believe in these players, and I think get the structure right. Like when Fredericks came on, I even said it to a few fans that were sitting behind me, he changed the whole balance of that game.
Should have started though. Yeah, that's the argument. He should have started the game. He come in last week. He got run ragged last week. Then you go up against the man that's the fastest fucking winger in the league, and he puts him back in.
No, I couldn't agree more. To be fair, I don't even know how old is Zabaleta. About 35.
Fucking older than me.
He probably is. But no, the way that he was playing, he definitely was. But at the same time, he was getting absolutely pissed all over. I don't like to swear, he was. In that first half, that French, I don't even know how you pronounce his name. Yeah, he was tearing him to shreds. He could have got hat-trick in about 20 minutes in that first half, and I think Roberto kept the scoreline down. I think Barbuena was, if there was any sort of positive out of that game, he was the solid centre-back, and he can hold his head up high out of that. And he was, I know we're probably not going to give anybody man of the match out of this today, but he scored one and he kept the line and he was trying to organise from the back. So Barbuena for me was a fantastic addition into that side, and I think we were game of two halves. I think first half we were rubbish, but second half we were great.
I don't mean to cut you off, but my face is freezing. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, nice
Cheers.
to see you.